I want to welcome everyone here to the Vision 2020 retreat today and then in 2 days' time. And we actually have Halloween in between to party in between for those people who are doing that. So should be a really fun time. What I'm really excited about is that as I look around the screen, as I just said, we've got every person here has a vibration over 1,000. And so it just means that we've got an amazing bunch of people coming together, and we will be doing breakout rooms, particularly in the second half. Um, I've actually literally just come back from a 10-day peace retreat. So, Gavin, if you can remember when you came back from your retreat that you weren't quite there, it's taken me all day today to ground myself enough to be on this call. So if I start floating off and I'm not on the screen anymore, just get a piece of string and start pulling me back into the group. That'll probably be what's needed. So we'll hand that out to everyone as well. Look, I'm just so excited because Claudia and I did a process at the peace retreat that was so powerful. I said to her, I want to do this for everyone. And she said, definitely. And so in the next hour and a half, we are going to do something that I know every one of you has not done before. How's that for a big statement? And looking at peace. And while we're waiting for people to roll up, I just want to let you know that we've been planning peace poles and flags and trees and doing all sorts of stuff, being an orphanage, looking after kids for peace. It's been an amazing event for me personally, and it's really touched me and it's really touched the work that we're all doing. It really says to me that what we're doing in this program makes a difference, not just for us individually, but makes a difference to the world. And spending time in Costa Rica and outlet areas, we went to an area that was described in the tourist book as the slummiest area in the country, not to go there. And that's where we went and spent the day with the kids. And it was just remarkable. So it just shows you that people's hearts are bigger than their purses, I think, economically, of what that's about. So I'm really excited about that. Heather, is there anything you want to say about today, about the Vision Retreat for those people who are new?
Look, I just know you're in for an absolute treat, particularly with Barry just spending the last week away in Costa Rica. It's something, worthwhile sticking around for, worthwhile with the breakout rooms that I know is going to happen, and just enjoy and pull out what is appropriate for you, because I think you'll be surprised just how much there is. Yeah.
One of our oldest global vision mentoring people is a lady I met also in New Zealand, probably 20 years ago now, Lisa Eyre. And I've asked Lisa to come in and start with a prayer for the group as an intention for what we're going to be doing for a couple of minutes, just to start us off so that we really ground ourselves and be fully present here for what we're about to do today. So, Lisa, I'm going to hand it over to you. Thank you for coming on. And I look forward. I have no idea exactly what you're going to be doing, but I know Lisa's got the ability to connect to spirit really well. And she's going to share something with us to get started. Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, Barry. And I'm apologise for being late, but I actually did just channel down a little message, a little prayer from Saint Germain. Which would you like me to start with that first?
Yes, please.
Okay. I hope I can read my writing. We call on the divine Logos, archangels, angels of light, and all the masters that resonate with our intention. We ask that the human race awakens to the failure of creating solutions through violence and force. We ask that compassion and kindness prevails. We ask that the world leaders are infused with the light of divine will and love and walk away from the idea that war is a solution. And we ask that the group of people gathered here become messengers of the light, creating peace wherever they go, without judgment or fear. For it is from love that all things good are created.
Wow. Thank you. What a great way for us to start. Did you want to add anything to that? Maybe not, do
I
you?
could, you said 5 minutes, so I could probably say a little something if you like.
Sure.
Well, the thing is, it's very easy to get into the who's right and who's wrong issue over wars and other things too. And if you look at it from the point of view of spirit, well, my personal belief is that there's God or goodness in every person. Doesn't matter who, they might be acting from scars from terrible things that have happened to them earlier in their lives and things like that. But basically, we all have a goodness, a connection. I see it like the ocean. We're all drops in the ocean, but we're all connected because we're all one ocean. But anyway, you probably all know that. and But the main thing is that a lot of things come from fear, and wars and fighting from time immemorial has come from a fear of not enough. And then the fear of not enough becomes greed. Good things come out of the terrible things. So we don't know exactly what the divine plan is behind it all. But
Thank
all
you.
we can do is bring love into it all.
Thank you so much. Look, I really, really appreciate that. And, it is really important here, and we're going to be looking at this aspect of peace. And I think it's really important that we recognize that peace really has to start with ourselves. And what we're going to be doing today is taking you on a journey of this peace process. And I'm not going to tell you where we're going to finish, but we're going to finish beyond what you think we're going to finish beyond. That's all I'm going to tell you. So sort of a bit of enticing to hang around to see what happens. But before we do that, we have to start with inner peace. So I'm going to start with 3 statements that I've got with inner peace. And Heather, Claudia's been held up. So Heather's just going to jump on it, and she's going to help clear some of these statements as we go as well. So I did give her a warning 5 minutes before the class. So there you go. That's how good she's been. So I want us all just to take a breath, and I want us to really feel in these statements with each one of these as we do it, because it's sort of really important that we get to do that. And the first statement I've got is, I choose peace and serenity in every moment. I choose peace and serenity in every moment. And that's going to be our first statement. And Alyssa, we're going to actually start with you.
Hello, Barry.
Hi, Alyssa. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm so glad to be here.
Well, that's good. Look, coming from 10 days of peace and talking about peace and that, this is such an apt time that we need to be doing this, and recognizing the energy of what we're doing here is not just for us. And as Lisa recognized, it's about sending this energy as we clear this. My intent is to clear it for everyone on the planet, not just for those people in the group. And so as we get to clear this, I'd like everyone to shift their energy with each clearing so that we're actually doing it on a wider scale. But let's bring it straight back, and let's come back to ourselves. And the first part there is, I choose peace and serenity in every moment. What comes up for you when you hear that?
Yeah, the serenity. I get a little, I mean, work towards it, but it gets me I get a little blipped every once in a while.
Yeah. And it's a tough one, because it's not like I choose peace and serenity when I can, which we're all doing, by the way.
Right.
But to actually choose to have that in each moment is the real challenge, isn't it?
Mhm.
All right. What would happen in your life if you were able to do that for yourself?
Oh my gosh. I just have this feeling of ease and flow, just like everything is easy. Everything just works out perfectly, flows smoothly.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Um, I just want to give, if there's anyone else that needs to make a comment for themselves, there's something really coming up. Otherwise, we'll clear it. But I've got a sense there's something coming up for someone. So if there is, just jump on for a sec. Otherwise, we'll clear it. Okay, you guys are able to self-select. I think we're just going to clear it anyway. It's a really good one to clear. Wow. Okay. So as we're clearing this, just allowing this clearing to go out in the world for yourself first, for each other, and then for the world. Okay, can you say, I choose peace and serenity in every moment?
I choose peace and serenity in every moment.
Awesome. How's that feel?
Yeah, it feels easier. I mean, easy. It feels easy
Yeah.
and just true. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Starts the day. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Let's do another one now, and I'll do the statement, and you'll know who you're meant to be. I sort of think I know who it is, but we'll give you an option. The statement is, I allow a deep sense of inner peace to flow through me. I allow a deep sense of inner peace to flow through me. Who thinks they've got that one? All right, Caroline, you're up. And Heather, I'm going to get you to clear this for Caroline and for the rest of us, please.
Hi, Caroline.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, lovely to see you. So could you just say, please, I allow a deep sense of inner peace to allow through me. To flow through.
Flow.
Yeah,
I've
flow
typed it
through.
in differently. I've put, I allow a deep sense of inner peace to flow through me.
Perfect. Yeah. So what does that mean for you? What does that mean for you?
Well, I already got grumpy with you because you said it wrong. So does that tell you my baseline?
It was part of it. Yeah. So, I mean, an obvious question, but how would it feel to have that inner peace flowing through you, and that without the triggers or an energy that might just click in, into an emotion?
So there was a time in my life where I didn't know what happy was at all, and then one day I experienced happy, and then obviously I built it up since then. So I had no experience, I had no knowledge or understanding. I'm like that, I think, within a piece. I don't know. Never been there.
Never been there. Yeah. So how would it feel to experience if you just even
I've
take
got
that?
no knowledge and understanding. I don't know. It'll be a whole new
Yeah,
experience to have that.
so that would be a great experience to bring in. I feel like there's someone else that would like to add something to the inner peace. Ariana, you're coming up. Would you like to just add something to that? What inner peace means for you?
Well, peace in general, that peace and ease are not the same thing to me. That just as we talk of tough love, there's gentle love, there's tough love, there's peace, which is easy and flowing and smooth. And then there's peace that is absolutely steadfast, like a rock or a flagpole planted. And that peace is immovable, and it's not flowy, it's not easy. And so I think inner peace has both these qualities as well, of being absolutely rock solid and having this flowing aspect to it as well. And so I think having both, knowing when to need which one, that all is part of inner peace.
Thank you. Does that help at all, Caroline, what Ariana just said?
Yeah, I think so. I want to hear it again, so I'll listen to it in the recording.
Yeah, it just felt very pertinent for us all. And I love the aspect too, Ariana, about how you're talking about that the glowing piece. It's like, but it's steadfast, it's like within. And all I could feel of was like breath within, steadfast, and also allowing it to glow. Anyway, let's clear it. Let's just clear it. And well, this is for everyone as well. So we just This is actually a big one for you, Caroline. It's a one to just sit with peace with. Mm. Yes. Could you just say, please, I allow a deep sense of inner peace to flow through me.
I allow a deep sense of inner peace to flow through me.
Mm. How did that feel? It certainly had no stress on it.
That felt peaceful.
It did. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you, Ariana, for your contribution.
Well done, both of you. That was excellent. I just want to get a sense from anyone. What do you notice? Does anyone notice a change in themselves with that?
Mm.
Just jump on. Don't need to. We'd like to talk about what's happened within themselves with those first two. Stephanie, let's bring you on.
Okay.
What do you notice?
I mean, it sounds silly, but like a peacefulness. I mean, that's what the whole point is, right?
Yeah.
Is to have a calmness, a peacefulness. Because both of the statements are around peace and serenity. So it makes sense, but that's all I really got. Nothing mind blowing.
No, I think that in itself, this doesn't have to be bang. This has to be still. So that's what it's meant to be. So while you're there, I'm going to bring you on for the third statement. And the third statement here is my inner peace radiates outwards positively. I'll get you to do it in parts, and then someone's going to type it as we go through, so it'll be in the chat room. So
Okay.
my inner peace radiates outwards,
My inner peace radiates outwards,
positively influencing my interactions.
positively influencing my actions.
My interactions with others.
Interactions, like
Yeah,
positively influencing my interactions
with others
with others
and the world around me.
and the world around me.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot.
There's a lot there, so I'm going to get you to say it again, and this time you can hear it. So my inner peace radiates outwards,
My inner peace radiates outwards,
positively influencing my interactions with others
positively influencing my interactions with others
and the world around me.
and the world around me.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot there. What comes up when you hear that, particularly the second time when you're sort of taking it all in?
Yeah. It's like a very large order.
Yeah.
It feels large.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel impossible by any means, but there's something there that's like feels big about it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Kathy, do you want to jump on and I'll get you to have a look at that one as well, if you wouldn't mind.
Yep. Would you like me to say it, Barry?
You can. My inner peace, you've got it down, haven't you?
My inner peace radiates outward, positively influencing my interactions with others and the world around me.
Yeah. So what comes up when you hear that?
I feel like I'm okay with my inner peace radiates outwards.
Yeah.
I think it's around interactions with others and the world around me.
Yeah. So this is sort of like a bridge as we're going within. Obviously, we're going to then be going with taking this inner world and taking it outwards. But if we don't have that inner peace to start with, none of the other stuff matters, really, does it?
It's like my inner peace is mine, my inner peace,
Yeah.
not everybody else's.
Exactly.
Is how I.
I'll be peaceful when you are. It doesn't quite work that way.
And I think the feeling that I've got around inner peace is inner peace can actually create a challenge for others around you.
Yep.
and it can create reactions in others around you. And it's how you keep your inner peace when there's a reaction.
That is a great point because it's so true, isn't it? Like it's like I want you to be angry with me if you like, don't I? Like it's sort of like, and then if you're at peace, it's like, whoa, I'm trying to get a reaction out of you.
Or the alternative is a person, you know, you've got that center, or even if it's your vibration sitting in a space, but then you've got others who feel challenged by that. And so that can increase emotions in others that perhaps they weren't expecting.
Okay. Okay. That's a fair enough call as well. Let's clear it. Wow, there's a lot in this. A lot of story associated with this one. All right. Before I get to answer it, Heather, did you want to make a comment?
Yeah, look, for me, this is really very important from my point of view. I had a situation yesterday where I rang a friend who was Jewish, and I just rang her and I just said, look, I really just am checking to see how you are. I mean, it didn't matter which side of whatever it was. I just wanted to know that she was okay. And she just burst into tears, absolutely burst into tears. And she said, do you know, she said, this is that none of my non-Jewish, you're the first non-Jewish friend to ring me. 75% of my friends have not contacted, or, you know, and they said of her children as well. And it was really affecting, well, her. Anyway, she just was there and she sobbed. And I thought, wow, this is in New Zealand, you know, like what's happening in our own communities, our neighborhoods, you know, and it really hit my heart, you know, that we can inwardly, yes, we can be at peace, but it's also having an inspired action sometimes to reach out. You know, I'm not saying that it has to be that way, but I don't know if I'm quite saying this but correctly, but it was the inner peace that we have can have such an impact. And I just said, I just want you to know that you are loved and that you are not alone. And it was just that reaching out. So it just really is hitting me, this whole thing.
Yeah, isn't that the other side of that whole ministry? You know, we talk about ministry, Barry, and sometimes ministry is reaching out, and maybe those that want to move forward to that level of sharing or support to others, perhaps once a week we should reach out to someone.
Great.
Yeah.
That's a great thought. Okay, to put that in there. Kathy, I just want you to say that statement again, please. My inner peace radiates, etc. Do the whole thing.
My inner peace radiates outwards, positively influencing my interactions with others and the world around me.
Oh, great. And Kathy, I'll get you to do it. Kathy Steph was the other one.
My inner peace radiates outwards, positively influencing my interaction with others and the world around me.
Okay, awesome.